Ahoy, salty dogs. My name is Lenscap, and welcome back to Project Titan. In today's episode, we're going to be doing our play testing of the ship that we've been working on, of this long-range fighter, the Prowler class. I've got two tests that I want to run. The first test, we're going to fight it against itself. I actually started running this test before, that's why there's damage. But, I had sectors too small, and the pirate that I spawned despawned. So we're gonna respawn a new ship. So let's go ahead and do that. What is it called? The Prowler class, Mark II. Let's just load in two of these, because we're gonna need both. This one we can destroy. Okay, we'll warp into the closest one. And then we'll need to set the other one as a pirate. Now to do this, we're going to use a command. And that is going to be start ship AI. And then assign it a faction. -1 is pirate. So as soon as I hit enter on this, there's going to be the ship in front of us becomes a pirate. So let's fight it and see how we fare. Oh man, okay, it got a hit off immediately. Our power is not doing so well now, is it? And we're taking some kind of, like, constant damage? I don't have any idea what that's from. Is that just, like, acid damage from the missile? It does seem to be like damage over time, which is interesting. Oh, check it out. Look, the missile is that I haven't done combat in this game in a long time. But we got a hit. His shields are almost down. We're actually faring better than the pirate is right now. His shields are completely down. And reactor health is fine. His usage is about half. Let's see, we can fire again. We've only been hit the once. So that's good. Let's see if this hit lands. Still waiting for confirmation. Yeah, it looks like we struggle to move while we're recharging our gun. So we might remove some thrusters. I don't want to make the gun much smaller. We definitely have plenty of thrust, though. You know, if we look at our thrusters, well, let's see. If we go stats, thrusters, yeah, I mean we're at 2.5 thrust to mass ratio, which I'm pretty sure is the maximum you can have. So we can definitely remove some thrusters and still be fast, and then potentially we can move while we recharge our gun. Of course, I mean, we're able to move and recharge our gun right now. We just aren't able to maximize our usage here. I must have taken out his gun computer, because he can't move. Or he hasn't shot at me since the first shot. So, I think we won, actually, because I don't think... Oh no, there's a missile coming in at us. Okay. Well, let's fire another one. We can, of course, stop his AI if we need to. If we feel like we've won the fight. I mean, we're definitely doing way more damage than he's doing. Or she. It could be a she pirate. You never know. With only one gun on this ship, however, it's not exactly an interesting fight to watch. However, I am enjoying this. I have other test options as well for this ship. I did mention we wanted to run 2 tests. The first test, we're going to fight ourselves here. Which, I mean, it looks like we're holding up pretty well. You know, this isn't so bad. We, the player, have not taken very much damage whatsoever. And the enemy ship's not doing too bad. I wonder if he's trying to charge his jump drive, and that's why he's struggling to shoot. That could be it. The second test, however, I have been provided with a slew of wonderful blueprints from a good friend of mine, JW608. If you haven't seen any of his videos, he's a way better teacher of StarMade stuff than me, because he shows foibles and errors and stuff, and I generally only show when I do things right. But he has provided me with several of his finished blueprints that we can test against. So I think we'll test against some of those. Let's go ahead and stop this AI test here. Yeah, so it looks like we took out some of its... it looks like we got a good hit aft of the ship, and we took out thruster bank and some of the shield rechargers. The reactor is slightly forward of this. No, I removed the reactor into the gun. Is that the only really good hit we got off of it? Oh no, look, we can get inside here and see. Yeah, we hit the weapons array. We destroyed some of the logic. Okay, so that must have been the first big hit we got, and that's why it quit shooting at us. I'd say that was a pretty successful test, though. Took out some of the sail. We could repair this and have a really cool junker ship, but I don't know how to unassign it from being a pirate. Alright, well let's reset this. So we'll destroy those and spawn in new ships. Oh no, you know what? We only need one of these. Because the other one we're going to spawn in, excuse me, is a JW ship to fight against. Now, if we look at it, Prowler Mark II has 390 mass. Just going by mass, JW's Mantis fighter has 100 less mass. I'm afraid that it's going to be too small. But his next one is 1,000 mass, which is 3 times our ship. So we fall in this weird middle ground, like right between where his ships are. But let's load in both of those, take a look at them, and then kind of decide what we want to do there. We'll look at the Mantis fighter first. Yeah, that's a much smaller fighter. It uses beam weapons, actually, so this will be an interesting test. We're more of a long range, a little bit more tanky. Let's see, this ship has only 10,000 shields. We have 100,000 shields. So yeah, we're definitely bigger than this ship. By a factor of 10, even. Oh, I do like this as a beacon. Is there a button on the other side for the cockpit? There is! Oh, that's cool! Okay, this is a cool ship, J-Dubs. Let's check out the cutter. I think the cutter's going to be too big for us to fight against. Let's see. 66,000 shields. What kind of weapons array does it have? Cannon. 90 cannons? This is actually pretty close to our ship. Alright, so let's fight the cutter then. Or we could fight a couple of the Mantis fighters. But we only have one weapon. Like this, our ship is not really designed to fight multiple ships at once. Alright, so let's set this as start ship AI -1. Let's see if we can take it out. I should have locked on before I fired, huh? Now we're taking hits. Our shields are holding, but only just. But if we get one good hit, though, I think we win. Because he doesn't have nearly as much shields as we have. He's got some AMS capabilities, however. It looks like. But let's see if we get a hit. I see our missile still in the distance. Yeah, it does look like we got a hit. All right, let's see if we can get 2 more hits off, we win. But our shields are down. So interesting that his mass is almost 3 times ours. But this is a pretty even fight, actually, I feel like. I think we got outside of the range of his cannon. Which, that's exactly the purpose of this ship, honestly. It's a long-range fighter, right? Its goal is to get far enough away. Low integrity caused the module to collapse itself. Low integrity module is no longer collapsing. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. I presume that's like a holdover from when integrity was actually a thing. Let's see if we can get another hit on him. I don't know if that last one hit or not. I figured J-Dubs would have AMS on his ship. Oh, we got him? I think we got him. Let's see. Should we back up? Should we move away from him? We want to stay out of range of his cannon, I think. There we go. That was definitely a hit. Let's see. I'm gonna rig up our recoil gun. We should definitely do that. Although now it won't lock on. Ooh, okay. Maybe we don't want to do that. So I learned you can relink this by C and V like that. And that should work. Yeah, now we have it back. Okay, so you have to manually designate the fire cannon animation if you want that. Otherwise, you lose the lock-on capability of our weapon, which is a little bit disappointing. But it's still a cool feature that our ship has. I think we need to add some kind of turret as well for when ships do get close. Yeah, wow, his shields recharge really quickly. At least compared to our own. But I think we're going to win this fight. I didn't really investigate his ship too much, other than that, other than to look at its mass and its shield count and stuff like that. So, you know, you guys witnessed all of the investigation I did, actually, when I spawned it in. That was genuinely all I looked at it, all the forethought I gave to this. He's holding up pretty well, though. I mean, this is pretty even. I thought we had him for a little bit there, but his shields were able to recharge. If we can prevent his shields from recharging, then I think we've got it. So, I think what we need on this ship is something that with a much shorter recharge time that will prevent his shields from recharging. Cannon, something like that. Just a quick firing turret. It doesn't have to do a lot of damage. It just has to keep his shields down. You know, and then our big alpha gun does the majority of the damage. I don't know if we need an AMS, honestly. But it would be nice to be able to prevent that. Kind of defend against ourselves in that way, so to speak. You know, so we don't get missiled by a ship of our own make, or a similar, you know, design philosophy as this ship. I'm not sure what happened to that last missile we shot. I'd say this is a pretty even fight. Oh, he's got our shields all the way down, though. Uh-oh, we're starting to take damage. I see blocks flying off of us. Oh, my windshield is cracked. That's kind of awesome. It's close. Oh yeah, we took a big hit. Chewed through us a little bit. Yeah, we need some consistent beta damage or whatever it's called. Some smaller, but higher speed damage going on. This alpha damage is good, but we need something to consistently hit them and keep their shields down. A nice little turret or something. I mean, ideally, we have another ship for that. You know, we have the Shiv class when we get one of those, and this ship operates as a fleet. It's not really supposed to be a single entity. Did that fire 2 missiles? We might lose this fight, y'all. Yeah, that shot 2 missiles. We must have taken damage to our missile array. Oh, we sure did. I don't know. We might lose this one. We're struggling with power usage as well, and he's not even half. We're keeping his shields down, but we're not able to do much more than that. We're slightly more damaged than he is, but only slightly, actually. He appears to be missing, you know, his reactor health is low as well. I think we lost some logic. I'm not sure what happened to that last missile we fired. It did not appear to actually fire anything. There we go. Those 2 fired. Oh, we're missing a lot of missiles now. Look how fast it's reloading. I think he's struggling to hit us as well, though. Yeah, our health is getting dangerous. Down to about half. We're not doing much to him. Our reactor is really struggling. Oh, looks like he took out our missiles. Is our reactor damaged? The reactor is damaged. I mean, I feel like we did pretty good. This is a much bigger ship than we have. We're still doing damage to him, though. I'm not giving up yet. But I think we lost this one. Nope, looks like our missile array broke again. We've got 3 recharged now. And I can't really move. I can't move quickly anyway. I'm surprised he hasn't shot out our cannon computer yet. Or our missile computer yet. Lucky for us. Let's see if we can get some shields back while we're hanging out. Excuse me. Oh, look, if I move it, it discharges my missiles as well. We're sitting ducks. Yeah, I don't think we can do enough damage to win this. GG, J-Dubs. You weren't even here and you beat me. Good job, buddy. Alright, so what did we learn from that? We learned a few things about this ship. We learned that it runs hot. It runs really hot. It really pushes its reactor to the limit. So if our reactor gets hit, this ship is wrecked. I'm okay with that, to be honest. I kind of like that. I think it's kind of suits the theme, you know, of the fleet, right? They're supposed to be kind of junk and cobbled together and just barely work. I think it works from a roleplay perspective, anyway. I learned that we want something to keep shields down once they're down. So we need a fast-firing turret, I think. I want to go bigger than the one on the original Prowler class. Here, let's look at it. I want to go bigger than this one. So I think we'll design a new turret. We may add 2 offensive turrets instead of this AMS. The formula for how AMS works means that these little tiny AMS turrets are basically useless now. So we'll probably scrap those on every ship. And this might actually be our new AMS turret. Anyway, that's kind of a cool turret. But we'll see. We'll have to test. We'll have to test it a little bit. But I think for the next episode, we'll move on. I'm done with this ship for now. And until we get to designing turrets, I'm not feeling doing turrets yet. But once we get to designing turrets, we'll revisit it. However, I think for now, we can call this ship pretty well finished. I'm happy with the way it performed in our combat tests. It was pretty evenly matched against itself. And then against JW's ship, which was, what, 30% larger in mass, it still fared fairly well. We almost had him. We almost had him at the start, and then he got a couple good shots on us and took us out. So, but I would say we fared pretty well, considering the different size and classifications of the ships. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Next time, I think we'll start work on the Shiv class, which is here somewhere. Oh, it's way over there. For whatever reason. The Shiv class is our... Where is it? Yeah, the Shiv class is our short-range fighter. It centers around Gatling guns as its weapons. And they already have some motion. I don't know if we want to refit this one or if we should do a redesign like we did for the Prowler class. You guys let me know what you want to see in the comments, and we'll probably go with your suggestion. Until then, stay tuned.